Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of Perspectives with Big Bro. I'm your host, comedian Lonnie.
I'm the Flash.
How you feeling, Black man?
I am good, man. I'm good.
Hey, man, what these streets time at today?
Hey, the aftermath of Homecoming.
Yeah.
Episode 1.
Yeah, because then you gonna run it back for.
No, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do nothing.
You ain't gonna do what?
I ain't going outside tonight.
Here you go. Let me just say, okay, so if any of y'all have the HBC, this is specifically to all HBCU people, and y'all know what I'm talking about when I say this. So every year, it's a thing that we do. We be like, I ain't gonna go.
I mean, cause like for a while, I didn't go to home. I didn't go homecoming for a while.
No.
Then cause I worked on the campus, so I was there. You know what I'm saying?
But the streets. They gotta touch the folks. You gotta touch the folks, man. You gotta get on these streets. Unfortunately, this year I am unable to go.
If you don't give a damn, we don't give. They calling me to come back to the street.
Exactly. So I'm trying to tell them, like,
it was necessary.
John Pete. But
because I'm for sure with no.
And every one of my friends did it too. They was like, yeah, I ain't going this year. And I was like, we'll see when it get closer. But I definitely think you got to go there because you part of you too much of the culture to not like show up and let the folks. It's like I know I hate to make this seem like Jesus coming. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to touch, but like literally, he has like touched so many lives in the AUC at Morehouse, Spelman, Clark, Morris Brown. You know what I'm saying? All of them. So it's like he can't not be there. You know what I'm saying? So
cause that's how they was Saturday. They was like,
yeah,
this nigga's hit. It was like.
Trying to tell you.
It's like they seen a ghost. I know they who I think it is.
Exactly. I know that ain't who I think it is.
Hey, they was like, that nigga still fresh.
Hey man, you gotta keep some consistency on things. You got to.
I mean, I gave folks 20 some years of work, bro.
And another 20 more coming.
Cause somebody gonna get this work. And a couple people like, man, said, man, I saw the podcast, man, Hey man, we don't get me on there. I was like, okay. I said, hey. I said, our foreman's open.
Yeah. Hey, we waiting on y'all. Y'all want to come on and talk? Come on, talk.
The doors of the church are open.
The seat right there.
And if you don't want to do it that way, you can get on our Instagram or any one of our lives, and we can have a conversation.
And we can make something work.
We came up. So
we appreciate each and every one of y'all viewing the comments, all that stuff.
Yeah, and like the one just dropped the other day, that was. Yeah. That thing that went up a little bit.
Yeah, it's going crazy a little bit. I was like, when you told me that, I was like, okay. So, yeah. Today, we have a video from y'all's favorite group of people. We're just going to start it. I don't even think I need to say anything
Put that on
more.
men's chest, too? Is that the woman you want, or is that the woman who validates your ego because now you feel like you helping? Big dog, some of y'all just be out here with up women just so you could say you fixed something, just for you could say you leading something, just for you could say you built something, because a woman who got all her own together, you can't come in and have a plan for her. You feel? Nah, hold up. This because what I don't want this to turn into is like y'all feeling this about men. Let me talk to my for a second. Fellas, this idea that you have to have a plan and a way, say that plan and way for a woman who already on her way somewhere, cuz. Y'all be too cool carrying dead weight and justifying it off you being a man. Y'all too cool with women who ain't got for you eating off your plate just because you got a plate to provide. And then you that's complaining 15, 20 years later about how women don't appreciate this. No, you got with a woman that was never grateful. She was needy. You got with a woman who needed it, and you happen to be, my G. You happen to be. That don't make you no solid dude. That don't make you no stand up. That make you just like these women we be talking about that don't got no boundaries, fam. You just don't value your wallet enough and don't value your hard work enough to guard her from women who ain't worth it, Brody.
What you think about that?
Yeah, sure.
Because people don't really understand. The crowd didn't understand what he was saying. Mm-hmm. He was basically like, yo, a lot of us men who are in intent, intentional, a lot of us intentional guys meet women, or they gravitate towards women who don't have nothing, and try to give them some structure because you think they like you because you're a good person, but they liking you because you got a plate and they hungry. You know what I'm saying? So we got to know how to identify who deserves that part of us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and we all think because being a man, you supposed to provide this, and this, and this, and this. But you don't just supposed to provide for every woman you meet.
Yeah.
Every woman, you got to get a woman who already is working, and a woman who's willing to be on your plan to be compatible to your plan, not just to eat off your plate. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, they want to sit behind you, and they try to put a battery in your back, for they don't have to do no work.
Yeah.
And 15 years later, when you realize she was just a passenger princess on the emotional roller coaster of your life, and she didn't contribute anything to it. And that's why it's not wise to tell a woman she ain't got to work. It ain't wise to tell a woman she ain't got to pay no bills. And this ain't once again, we're talking about 100. I told y'all last week, I'm going to stop saying 50-50. It's 100. That's why it's so wise to understand and identify. Because a lot of us don't have, we talking about this right here, we dealing with politics right here. No, identity politics. That's what we're dealing with in this dating. Identity politics. So you serving a need because she needs somewhere to stay at.
Well, this kind of being the story of my life in a nutshell, pretty much. The only thing I guess I don't necessarily agree with, I don't know that guys do it just to say they have somebody that they're providing for.
Some do. Hey, not all. 'Cause here's the thing though. Remember I told you sometimes people invite you to dinner and you be the dinner? Like, once again, I told you I hear about this dating thing, and I hear it from my female friends and everybody else. They're sizing you up the moment they meet you, for they can know how to be around you. They Googling your name. They Googling where your mama stayed. They Googling everybody around you. They Googling your circle. So they trying to see who the weak link in the circle. They trying to see who got the money. They trying to see who got the motion. So they trying to stick close, because believe it or not, we hear all these women do all this talking, but so many of them are opportunists. And men, it's nothing wrong with providing, but they're almost bullying us emotionally to provide for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It goes back to like the Bible, for instance. You remember when Jesus was in the crowd, and everybody was grabbing at him, but one person grabbed at him, and what did he say? Who touched me? Everybody was grabbing at him, but it was just one person that grabbed him. He said, "Who touched me?" Because when they touched him, they took something. They took some energy. They basically stole some energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of times, us men are getting with these women, and they're stealing. Like women, I'm talking about some men stealing their prime. These women are stealing your prime too.
Yeah.
Because they so needy, and what you gonna do as a man? Show up.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? Be available.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you know they using you, because it's a difference between somebody helping you build and someone using you. You know what I'm saying?
You think we as men are able to tell the difference?
We supposed to.
That discernment be off.
We supposed to, yes. And the reason why is because it's a lack. So if we hungry intimately, we intimately hungry. So if whoever want to feed us, we taking it. We like stray dogs. We taking it. You know what I'm saying? And we don't even understand they feeding. Like I watch Corey Holcomb talking about some, like somebody eating out the trash can even if you give them some money, they don't even know what to do with the money. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. And a lot of us men, we don't know that because we're not raised to know that. Because we're raised, once again, that's how to eat this morning. Because we're raised, because a lot of us come from single moms.
Mm-hmm.
So when we look at women, we visualize the attributes of our mom, and we want somebody to help.
Yeah.
Like we have a helping. That's why I said men are way more compassionate than women.
Yeah, which actually brings me to my next video, which is, I was gonna save it for last, but this kind of goes into it. And this is, and we've been talking about this for the last 2 weeks. TMR, Corey Hardick, he talks, did an interview. So just gonna share a little clip of that, and then we'll continue that.
Now,
And parenting being, you being very involved, and obviously their mother being very involved, the co-parenting side of it and trying to make sure that you both are still in the same lane of raising your children to the best of your ability. How has it been adapting to that and continuing to do such a good job as y'all are?
everything is about the kids, you know, their well-being, their future, and just co-parenting, you know what I'm saying? And keeping it still a family and keeping it love-based. You know, still keeping God first at the center of everything and just walking with love, man. That's all it's about. You know, I wish her the best with everything, and that's unconditional for me. You know, I love unconditional. I can't get caught up in what's going on out there, what people are saying. I just know where my heart is at, and I have to continue to move that way because I want all my blessings for me. You know, and if I succeed, she succeeds, our kids succeed. You know, so I have no room for failure or no room for no, you know, mistakes right now in my life. That's how I look at it. That now.
One thing he said there, that unconditional love, and we've talked about this. We've talked about this a lot, of just like it not existing or men having it more than it seems to be that women have it. And this is not a men, you know what I'm saying? It's not like that. I'm just, when you said compassion, and it just also brought me to this when he's talking about unconditional love, because I truly believe that we are way more forgiving. We'll give grace. We'll give mercy.
Our empathy,
patience,
is something totally different. So, to piggyback off what he said. See, what he said was like a loaded answer. Mm-hmm. Number one, he said it's about the kids. No, it's not. Because every podcast she's talking about her. Mm-hmm. How she want to be. You, like I said last week, do you notice the difference in the conversations?
Yeah.
Him, we still a family. It's about the kids. This. He probably would never date anybody while his kids are still young.
Mm-hmm. Just out of fear of, just not wanting to bring, all kind of things. It could be any. Do you think?
And her, she just looked for something. She looked for something next because she's not fulfilled.
Yeah.
See, his fulfillment is basically coming from them kids. The roles are almost reversed. How people paint the picture between the difference between men and women. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, they think when men come out of a breakup, they think we break up, we ready to go party. Mm-hmm. We be the most hurt after a breakup ever known a man. That's why a lot of us, unfortunately, fall into something that we don't supposed to be into, and it messes us up.
And usually we after a breakup, we in like rebuild mode.
No, and
your money up.
But the thing is, you got to heal emotionally because it takes so much to give. Like for us, we don't give a little bit. Whatever the subject needs, we give it out, give it all. And we give even what we don't have.
Yeah.
Now I ain't talking about no money.
Energy, time.
Energy, everything. Like my man, he's like, oh, it's all about the kids. It's all about because we still a family. We still a family. But you think these kids ain't looking at mama interviews? Mm-hmm. Like So you think that son ain't scratching his head like,
What happened? Why? Yeah.
then some people gonna say, it can go to one or two ways. He can be like, man, I ain't never be like my dad. My dad a sucker. He over here crying about a bro who didn't even want him no more. Mm-hmm. Or he be like, my dad loved my mama so much. So what ends up happening, he get him a girl that he just loves so much, and she sucking his ass to death.
Mm-hmm. And not in a good way. Not in a good way.
And that's what happens.
Yeah.
And these are like I tell people all the time, these are the things that most people don't talk about.
Yeah.
These things that me and E talk about, because that's my brother and we have mature conversations. The same thing me and you talk about because it's just a perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, of teaching and showing a different point of view of these things. But most people,
and that's a good point you even bring up, because like, whereas, okay, you got one layer of it of him talking about, you know, his life, but to also talk about how it affects the kids and the outcome that it can have in the kids, because it can go one or two ways. He could, now he loving a girl to death, and then he could end up in the same position as his father later in life, obviously. Or he could just look at his dad and not respect him for,
or
you know.
or the daughter can be like, oh, I can destroy my home for my happiness, and somebody's still gonna be sitting here loving me.
Yeah, and I still have a support system.
And I still have a support
yeah.
system.
Yeah, it's a
And you know, unfortunately, that's why it is the way it is now. Mm-hmm. And people always asking, like, I was listening to this person, they was talking about, oh men, the relationships are bad now because of men. At first I was like, she tripping. No, it's not. But I had to think about it once again to go back to the hungry dog situation. Mm-hmm. We starving for emotional and intimate, you know what I'm saying? Intimacy.
Yeah. And like when you said that like way back.
We're
that
starving
like,
for it.
and then I slowly started to see more men, more of my friends, more people who were single, them talking about wanting somebody, just wanting like
so they basically end up with anybody. Mm-hmm. But and that's what happens. And you know what happens?
Yeah.
They get married, and they be sitting here like this. I still ain't getting no intimacy.
I did all this.
Man, they said married loving is the hardest loving to get.
Yeah.
Like,
that in-house coach. In-house wedding ring coach.
Like, how you buy a cow that's now your cow, but you can't milk it until they want to be milked. Then, because you didn't get them green enough grass.
It's the mad cow disease, man.
Funny.
I know y'all gonna be in y'all feelings about that one. I will not apologize. But no, you're right though. And why is that though?
Because we're not teaching our sons. We're not teaching our sons. See, here's the crazy thing about the society we live in, right? Mm-hmm. They say most homes are ran by women, correct? Mm-hmm. But they tell you that women are so emotional. They tell you women have got so much emotional intelligence, and women are so smart, and women are so giving, and they're so quote unquote nurturing. Mm-hmm. But they aren't teaching their sons how to be loved. They tell him what to do for a woman, but they ain't telling him about anything what to get in return
for himself. Yeah.
For himself. That's why men have survivor's remorse. We have guilt that we weren't supposed to have anything outside of them.
Yeah. Yeah,
so it done played a big trick on us. Mm-hmm. It done played a big emotional mind on us. And so now we don't know what we deserve. We thinking because she over here dancing on like a stripper and gawking from the back, we think, oh my God, she loves me. No, dude, she does this to everybody. It's just your turn. Mm-hmm. It's just right now your plate she's eating off your plate right now.
Yeah.
And truthfully, the moment she gets upset with you, she's gonna run to a person with a bigger plate. And the plate doesn't once again, I'm not just talking about money.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and so so to that point of the earlier video where he was talking about some guys be ready, I guess that makes sense. Some guys do be so so point proven is what I'm saying. Like, what are you saying?
They be ready for love.
Yeah, they just be and ready to give it all.
But they don't even know what you're supposed to get out of it. If you ask most guys who are in relationships or married, they say, so what do you get out of it? They'll start naming everything about her.
Yeah.
What do you get? Oh, well, I get to wake up in the morning to her. So when you ask her what she gets, she gonna say everything that she gets. You ask him what he get, he gonna say everything he gives her. Mm-hmm. Because that in itself makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Because when she cry, I cry.
So this is my thing, right? I don't know if we as men need to, like, for today's society of men, if we need to go ahead, like certain, I think that certain sacrifices have to be made in certain stages, right? Mm-hmm. So like, whereas maybe this generation ain't afforded love, right? Mm. Maybe our generation just can't afford love. And I'm not talking about monetary, as he's been saying. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying that the state we're in, love can't be, love and men finding love, I don't know, can be the thing. I just struggle with it. Or is it a thing where we have to, as men, break down to our core what we need, what we deserve, our self-awareness, build all of that up, and then redo this whole system of like that.
Hey, you're going to have to spend a lot. Like, once again, like I tell you all the time, I never like to be personal, but personally, I've never had a live-in girlfriend. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't laid up every night, but that takes a certain type of discipline too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See, for your brothers who got your girl at home laid up in the bed when it's kind of cold outside, you're getting some a lot. Mm-hmm. For the brothers who on my end, we ain't really getting a lot. Yeah. But it takes a lot of responsibility. You got to be almost responsible. It's like it takes a different kind of discipline. But imagine if most guys thought like not me, but like me. Mm-hmm. So you wouldn't be so thirsty for anything. But what you rather have? You gonna lay with something soft? Be by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. What means most to you?
What means most to you? Like this. And I ain't gonna lie, a fool will be like, hell no. That's crazy. Like me, I starve myself? You crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know nothing different.
Yeah. That's your norm though.
That's because even though I was married, I spent more time alone than I did me and my wife living together, ex-wife living together. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then whereas me, on the other hand,
most of your time with someone.
Yeah.
So you don't. So you ain't gonna understand me, but I ain't gonna understand you.
Yeah.
But it's like you asking which one's better.
Yeah.
Once again, it's like beauty. It's not the beholder.
Yeah.
We don't know which one's better. Which one you feel you can do.
Yeah.
Like he asked me this. Crazy. He asked me when he said, "Man, hey, could you ever just like stay with a girl like this your norm?" And I was like, I don't know. And not because I don't think someone's worthy of it. Mm-hmm. It's just I spent so much time doing it like this.
Yeah.
And no one has ever showed me, hey, this would be fun doing it this way with me.
Yeah.
I've heard the conversations, but when you look at it, you're like, wait a minute, I'm gonna be doing more work.
More work and more worrying. So do you think you would be willing to give it a try? Or is it just like for you? It's just like I'm okay.
It'd be hard.
Okay.
But like I say all the time, you're
not for it or not for it.
You have to make me an offer I can't refuse.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so much better, and that's really the ideal of protecting peace.
Yeah.
And also, it's protecting yourself. And unfortunately, a lot of times you be scared of these other outcomes.
Yeah.
Because once again, somebody praying for you or somebody praying on you.
Yeah.
Like once again, a lot of our biggest enemies are the people we're laying next to.
Yeah, I was sleeping with the ops.
Yeah, and a lot of times, a lot of us can't get what we supposed to have because you connected to her. A lot of men can't get to that next level because they're connected to her. And they know the moment that you get your blessing, you gonna give it to her. And God don't want her to have that blessing because she didn't. It's stuff she didn't do. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So you trying to cover her, and God like, I told you God a provider, so he gonna take the umbrella away a little bit.
Yep.
Y'all still gonna you still gonna have a little covering, but you gonna get a little wet too.
Yeah, you gonna experience that storm. You're gonna experience that weather.
You gonna be out there.
Yeah.
Like, your shoes might get wet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's crazy that you even say that because that's dead on. Like it's when it's not supposed to, like it'll show slowly but surely, and it'll be like you getting wetter and wetter as the umbrella leaves.
And a lot of times, a lot of guys, we're walking around like that. We're walking around because the baggage. She's in baggage.
Yeah.
Like baggage claim.
Yep.
Please somebody come get her.
Put it on the conveyor belt. It's not mine. Put it back on the belt. So now I got one more video too that to end this thing off with.
Women are losing the plot, and I'm about to give you the secret. So stay tuned, listen up, take notes, okay? So in my family, the women in my family would break up with men and they would still be around the family. You know what I mean? I had 30 uncles. It wasn't until I became an adult that I realized we weren't even related at all. Those was just my auntie's old boyfriends from 2 boyfriends ago that would still come around the family just hoping and begging that she would take them back eventually. And do you want to know why? It's because I come from a long line of mean women. Y'all are being too nice to men, okay? You need to turn up the meanness that you have in your body. And I'm not saying to the right man, you know, the man that does the things for you, but you just have to be strict, run a strict ship. You know what I mean? You can't let them get away with anything. You have to be a little bit mean to them. They eat it up. They eat it up. I don't know what it is. You think that you're going to buy him the world and he's going to love you. That's never going to happen. He's going to run into a girl that says, I hate your outfit. And he's going to love it. He's going to eat it up. Stop being nice to men. Stop being nice to men. Love you. Or do I?
See, that's what I'm talking about. See? It was so much wrong in that conversation. Now, once she's like, oh, you got to be my aunties just keep having men circle around. You know, that goes back to the first conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know why those men are circling around? Because they want access. Because they're low vibration men. High vibration men don't operate like that. I don't like using the word vibration, but I'm going to break it down in their terms.
In terms that y'all can understand.
Yes. High vibration guys are not. They ain't gonna let you even do that.
Yeah.
You can't even get that shit off. Your auntie talks to a certain caliber of guys. Those are the guys, once again, who need somebody to take care of, to make them feel like the man, because they don't possess that.
And I'm thinking like, but what if your auntie was just like the hoe though?
But you know,
and I'm not saying her auntie necessarily, like, to disrespect her. And the family. I'm just saying, like, I don't know that this like. I don't know that that's something to brag about. The fact that you have all of these uncles who stay around, and ain't nothing came of it. Ain't no marriage. Ain't no beautiful family. It's just you thought you had extended family that you didn't have
because aunties were using the guys, and the guys were using auntie.
Yeah.
And right now, most of the single women I know keep a whole bunch of revolving guys around them.
Yeah.
Because it feeds their ego.
And I've been hearing that because even in like relationships, I've heard girls say to me like, "Oh, you prefer these type of women, the women that are mean, that treat you." I don't think that that's necessarily true.
Some guys
I just
do.
can't.
It's just you don't. Some guys do. Some guys want to feel like, oh, she's challenging me.
Okay.
Type thing.
Okay. And I do feel like there are guys who do like mean women for sure. I'm not saying that there aren't. I just don't think that you telling the masses of black women to be mean that they're going to get the results
Man,
that
let me tell
they
you something.
are seeking.
I be listening to people talk about all this stuff. 26%, 28% will ever be married, 1 out of 4 to anybody, ever.
Yeah.
All that shit y'all doing, ain't none of that shit work.
Yeah.
Being naked on Instagram ain't working. Being mean ain't working. Being outside the brunches ain't working. Getting 15 degrees ain't working. Buying a big house ain't working. Being in the gym all the time ain't working. Being at college going back and forth with niggas ain't working.
Being a boss babe.
Being a boss babe ain't working. Getting a girlfriend ain't working because they the highest level of divorce rate.
Shit, the girlfriend's giving y'all back.
That's what I said.
The girlfriend's giving them back.
The girlfriends giving y'all back. The girlfriends turn the boys. They turn like the boys again. You know what I'm saying? So nothing y'all doing is working.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's not working is because it's really not genuine. If you're not and if you are being your authentic self, that means you're the poorest version of yourself.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Now, women have fixed themselves at 50. Oh, I didn't got myself fixed. But using your prime years, you didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you kind of at the end. Now, I'm not saying you're at the end of the rope. I'm not saying...
Baby girl, yeah. Come on, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. I'm not saying that. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is you're...
Yeah. Yeah, nah.
And that is the honest truth.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm every day it just be more thing. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going ahead and pack up. I'm going to settle off on the.
Because when you watch it and you hear it, it's like this, the rhetoric of giving other women more and more bad advice.
Yeah.
And I was talking to someone yesterday at the homecoming. We just talking about shit. We were talking about the podcast, and he was asking me certain questions. I said the thing is, I'm not a know-it-all, but I just done seen some things, and I done heard some things, and I done been around some things, and people done told me some things.
Yeah.
Like, so I gotta tell you all the time, I ain't lied to you yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I just...
Hey, 16, 17 years, I ain't lied to you. Hey, I ain't lied to you not one time.
It's all that came to fruition.
Hey.
I've seen it all myself.
Hey, since you 18, I ain't lied to you yet.
But do you think that genuine connection still exists?
Yes. But you got to throw all the other bullshit out the way. The lashes, man, they cute. The hair, whatever. Because believe it or not, when women put all that stuff on, they transform to another person. They don't even realize it. Same way when you see little boys with a little twist hair. Mm-hmm. And the little hair, and they got the little midriff shirt on, and you notice everybody turn to a different person.
Mm-hmm. Like they playing characters, different characters.
Yeah. So now you want a real person to like your character.
Yeah.
But once y'all take the clown shit off, he don't even know who you really are, and you don't even really like who you really are.
Yeah.
So how can that be genuine?
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like it's a lot of like people leading with different things as opposed to like, I'd be like, damn, what happened to the days you genuinely just liked somebody. You liked them, they liked you, and y'all wanted to like.
Hey, but and that's why the women aren't getting the results they want. Because what happens to, hey, I like you. Mm-hmm. Hey, you like me. Let's connect. Mm-hmm. Now, make a plan. Make a date. And I pull up. I don't even know you. I don't even know you enough to do that. Mm-hmm. I just want to get to know you. Stop making it difficult. You want to get to know me? Call. Mm-hmm. I want to get to know you? Call. If you're better at calling and I'm better at texting, let me text and I'm going to let you call. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to respond and I'm going to respond. Mm-hmm. See, because you need to make the rules. No, ain't nobody following you, Slick Rick. You ain't the ruler. It's not working. I'm supposed to follow you.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
You want me to conform to what you want.
Mm-hmm. As opposed to you.
But the sad part about it is, you have not got the results yet.
Yeah.
You can't say that, and you're 40. So you mean tell me the last 10 guys from 20 all passed up on you? Everybody missed the goddamn good thing? Everybody missed the mark?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not adding up. It's not adding up. I think we need to and this is shout out to Tyler Perry and the whole Why Did I Get Married crew. Sometimes I think we gotta let Sheila go to the mountain by herself. we gotta let her go to the mountain by herself now. Like it's a very hard thing of like this whole thing, but
she's the one the problem though.
Yeah, no, she wasn't. I'm just using it in the,
yeah, because my boy thought he was gonna do better with something finer. Mm-hmm. Okay, she finer than Sheldon.
Yeah.
Thought I was gonna get better. This one, the 80-20.
Boy. Yeah, that'll hurt. That'll hurt.
Hey man, you know what though? I think we should write a movie. Tyler Perry got Why Did I Get Married? Mm-hmm. We should write a movie called Why You Still Single?
Why I'm still single?
No, but like, why do you get married? Why are you still single? Mm-hmm.
It's different people when they. You
know what I'm saying? You got the 4 groups, and everybody, like you got instead of 4 groups of both people, you probably had like 2 boys and 2 girls, and
yeah,
and you do a whole thing about their dating life.
Mm-hmm. They supposed to be together, but they want something. Something, yeah. I'll put that in the notes. Come to a screen near you.
Yeah.
Soon.
Why you still single?
Yeah, that's I know that's always a date question too. That when you ask the girls, they kind of
and they always say the same thing. Oh, because I can't meet a guy who intentional. I can't meet a guy who's on my level. I can't meet a guy who wants what I want.
Yeah, what level are you on, Minecraft?
And I be like this,
Miss Roblox over here, like what we talking about?
And I be like, so what do you want? Oh, I want somebody to travel with. Yeah. Okay, so for him to be able to travel, he has to make good money or have a very, very flexible schedule. Mm-hmm. Most men don't have a flexible schedule.
Okay, but even with that, okay, let's just say you want a man who travels. Okay, you can get people, but I guarantee they'll look over flight attendants. The male flight attendants. I know male flight attendants some of them still ain't getting a whole lot of trim. Ain't a whole, and they may be, you know what I'm saying, they may be having sex, but they ain't in no relationships, some of them. So it's just like, okay, but they'll look over that. So it's just.
Yeah, I mean, they look, but once again, they look over, they look over the guys who they actually can really, really be very, very suited for. Mm-hmm. because they all deem themselves as better.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to tell you that make all that stuff make you look in the mirror, make you think you're a different person.
Yeah. Yeah, they be create an alter ego.
You put a little garter thing on, slim your waist in, put that makeup on, cut Beyonce on, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
No.
Yeah. This is the advice this is what I think y'all should do. This is the only thing y'all have yet to do. Listen to men.
Can't. That means you're gonna follow someone.
Damn. Well, and there you have it, folks. And there you have it. Man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all leave a comment. And make sure y'all subscribe. Because we invite you to come.
Come on.
We having the conversations. I'm about to go off and go ahead and get married, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and get up out the game. I'm gonna pack this shit up. Every day I look at it, I just be like, yep, I'm going ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna start my purge system. You know, they say before you do it, you start purging all old stuff out your life. Start getting rid of old memories. Got my new iPhone. I started deleting all the old hoes on my phone. I was up till 4 a.m. Yep, gotta go. Delete.
Ooh, Lord.
Don't need it. Don't know. Hey, big head, me no. Who is this? Everybody getting the who is this response. I ain't got your number saved. I don't even want you to think we that close no more. You gonna have to remind me who from where?
No. Yeah.
I start telling people I got a brain transplant. I don't remember nobody. I don't remember nobody. I'm starting fresh. You know what I'm saying? New memory bank here. But yeah, we appreciate y'all. We gonna do a little bit of different. This just giving y'all a heads up. Next show will be a little different for different reasons. But still tune in, still support the movement, and we keep having these conversations every week, man.
Yeah, and this is episode 250.
250.
Wow.
250. Quarter of 1,000. Hey, man, until next time, I'm Comedian Lonnie.
And I'm the Flash, and we out.
Peace.